Hola, my beautiful ugly people. Except you. You could. In this video, we're diving into other PC content, such as budget laptops. Today, I think you will find the answer for an affordable laptop. So anyways, let's see what this Dell Inspiron laptop is all about. This is the Dell Inspiron 5000, a laptop I got on sale for $320. Cha-ching! Yeah, oh yeah. Now you will see this laptop for around $100 more or a little bit less than $100. This comes with a full high-definition 15.6-inch screen for your beautiful eyes to foresee. The machine's main component is the AMD Ryzen 5 2500U, the good old mobile processor that comes with the Vega 8 graphics that will help immensely with video and games. The storage you will have is a standard 1TB laptop hard drive. You're allowed to throw an M.2 SSD to expand the storage, or use it as a bootable drive. Lastly, this comes with a 4GB of PC4 memory that can be expanded up to 32 gigs of RAM. The keyboard on this laptop feels similar to a Chromebook, slightly mashed potato mushy, but still pretty tactile on the most part. No worries, you can still do your essays on why Fabio has a good butt. One quirky thing that tightened my butthole at first was with this laptop on how you would get a blue screen at startup as soon as you installed Windows 10 on an M.2 SSD. This also happens every time you turn on the laptop. Thankfully, after escape click, entering the BIOS, clicking escape once more, my butt loosened again at the normal startup. This may happen to you too, so stick with the M.2 as expandable storage if you want to do so, or try it out, depending on how that works. Before we hit fire into the testing stage on this laptop, I had to install my drivers. If you keep the HDD for Windows, you should delete the installed software from the manufacturer to help with privacy and performance, just so they're not catching all your data, setting statistics and poop like that. Before playing games, I installed an extra 4GB of Liddy RAM and a 256GB M.2 SSD. Of course, that's my bootable. So anyways, after doing so, let's start with those games. Starting easy, gotta start fresh. With a 2D side-scroller, we have Castle Crashers running at max settings. The game ran wonderfully, ran solid like my poop at 59 frames per second, or you could just say 60, cause why not? Turning the VSync on and off in the game didn't work, but you would see the frame rate way higher in the game if you were able to do so. One of the easier 3D games to run, Rocket League, we're using mostly the performance settings except for the high quality for the textures. The game ran smoothly between 70 to 100 FPS with 90 as my average. Never had any dips within games, so pretty fun experience overall. Going into an open world game that we so dearly loved back in the earlier days of gaming on Xbox 360, PS3, and PC, Borderlands. On this PC, we are running 40 to 50 frames per second on medium to low settings. I have not saw any dips at any time in game. When changing to 720p low settings, we received close to 62 FPS at all times. Not too shabby, I must say so myself. For a more graphically intensive linear title, Black Ops 3, I set most settings to low except for the textures on medium quality. On a zombies map, cause why not, we've been pooping around 50 to 60 frames per second at most times throughout my matches, so you will have fun with your thunder gun. Of course, we have Black Ops 3 on PC for custom zombies, so on a remake map, we got around 40 to 50 frames per second so still playable. You can give injections on the frame rate by changing the textures to low. Fun and playable experience on Call of Duty Black Ops 3 on custom and normal zombie maps. For the tallest kid in the classroom, Far Cry 5, of course it's our most demanding title due to the open world plus amazing graphics, so because of that everything's going to have to be set to low settings, trust me, you'll know why. In game you'll see around 25 to 30 frames per second as an average, with dips from explosions and sometimes gunshots. Your experience in single player is still playable if you do not mind the lower end graphics. Of course, like Black Ops 3, we like the custom maps, cause why not? So from there, on a simple map, you shall gain an additional 10 FPS sitting around high 30s to 43 FPS, so you'll have fun enjoying the custom maps much more here. Our last task is to see how this bad boy runs PSP games, so we have 3 random titles on low settings and we shall see how it performs. So one of our lovely titles here, one of the childhood faves, Gran Turismo. In game we got 60 FPS at all times during a normal 2-lap race with 3 other vehicles. You won't be disappointed, you PSP car racing geeks. Our love and spirit for skating, Tony Hawk Underground 2, we have 30 FPS at all times because the game has 30 set to default that you cannot change unless you modded the game. You will have a most wondrous time as your favorite Tony Hawk character on this laptop, running PPSSPP. If you're into those portable fighting games, this may be your style. A very interesting and fun fighting game, Soulcalibur. In a normal fight, it will run smooth as butter at 60 FPS all the time during the game. I recommend playing this game if you have not yet. It's one of those pretty interesting and pretty fun titles, especially since you can kind of make your own character and play as Kratos as well. Pretty fun stuff right there. The Dell Inspiron 15 laptop is a great alternative to higher end laptops if you want to wait for a sale on this and expect not to have high graphics in every game you play. You can always get a better laptop for a good price still if you want to buy a laptop with a Ryzen 7 or Ryzen 5 with a 3rd generation APU. It will get much better performance. All you have to make sure you do is upgrade the laptop, maybe adding an extra 4 gigs of RAM, because most of them will probably come with 4 in the first place. Thank you all for watching, and let me know if you use a laptop or desktop machines. Peace out, my weenie Hud Juniors, and I shall see you in another video. Bye!